Have you ever followed your GPS even when you knew it was wrong? You're driving, it tells you to turn left. I don't know, maybe there's a lake, a literal lake, who knows? And you're like, well, this feels a little aggressive. But you hesitate, you slow down, you consider it. That moment right there, that's talk. Because what just happened is not about navigation, it's about obedience. You had your eyes, your experience, your common sense. But then a calm robotic voice said, turn left. And suddenly it became a group decision. What changed? Well, authority used to look like a person, boss, teacher, a guy in a suit who somehow knew everything. Now, authority sounds like this: calm, neutral, slightly robotic. And weirdly, that makes it more convincing because people, we come with baggage. You look at a person and think, what's their agenda? Do I trust them? Why are they saying this? AI doesn't trigger that same reaction in you because it doesn't look ambitious. It doesn't look insecure. It doesn't look like it's trying to win or impress you. It just answers. And your brain goes, well, it doesn't want anything from me, so it must be right, which is a wild conclusion, but it's one that we are all being trained to adopt because AI doesn't have motives, but it absolutely has inputs. And those inputs came from us. So it's not unbiased, it's just quietly biased. There's a famous study in psychology. People were told to administer electric shocks to other people. It's the famous Milgram experiment, if you're aware of that. And people, again, were told to administer shocks to other people because an authority figure told them to. And they did it, not because they were bad people, but because they were told by an authority to continue. Now, we all would like to think we're different. We think, oh, I wouldn't do that. But we do the modern version of it every single day. Not with shock machines, with decision making. We override our judgment because the system said so, or the data shows, or AI recommended. It's the same structure, different packaging. Instead of a guy in a lab coat, we have a clean interface and a loading bar. And somehow that feels more trustworthy, which is insane. It's a problem because authority doesn't just guide decisions, it shuts down questioning. And the moment you believe something is authoritative, you stop asking, is this right? And you start asking, how do I apply this? That is a dangerous shift because now you're not evaluating the information, you're executing it. And the craziest part is you don't feel manipulated, you feel efficient. You're like, oh, this is great. I don't have to think as much. Exactly. That's the trade. Convenience in exchange for scrutiny. And once you get used to that, it's very hard to go back because thinking is effort. And AI makes everything feel effortless, which is amazing right up until it's wrong. So the real issue is that AI doesn't force you to obey. It just removes the friction that would normally make you question it. It gives you clean answers, confident tone, no visible agenda, and your brain fills in the rest. You say, oh, it must be right. So the shift is that you need to make, the shift is don't treat AI like an authority. Treat it like a very quick learning intern. Helpful, efficient, occasionally brilliant, absolutely capable of being wrong with confidence. Your job isn't to follow it. Your job is to challenge it because the moment you stop questioning, you're not thinking anymore. You're just complying. And if history has taught us anything, humans are really, really good at that.